September 30th through October 2nd.
Double meat and cheese, classic. Grilled onions and Thousand Island, classic. Plus fries and a drink, all for just $4.99, really classic. The Hardee's Classic Double Cheeseburger Combo for just $4.99.
Welcome to the Visa Halftime Report. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
As we welcome you to Houston, Texas for the Visa Halftime Report, home of Super Bowl 51. We'll be back in February for that. But right now, we are here to get you caught up on what has happened so far in the first half of these Week 1 games.
All right, Bears at the Texans. J.J. Watt, fifth-year guy, who actually is sixth-year sackmaster. Brock Osweiler, DeAndre Hopkins on a gorgeous throw and catch of a 23-yard takeoff, 10-7. Houston on top of the Bears, and Cutler leading his team down. Great pass protection by that line. Eddie Roll from the slot goes to the post, a 19-yard touchdown, and it's 14-10. Bears on top of the Texans. Raiders at the Saints. 4th and goal. Play action. 3 receivers out. Willie Snead on a 1-yard touchdown. 2 touchdowns in the first half by Breeze. 200 yards passing. It's 10-all, and then Breeze to Brandon Cooks, young man out of Oregon State. 15-yard touchdown strike. Saints up 17-10 on top of the Raiders. Buccaneers at the Falcons. Matt Ryan and Mohamed Sanu up. Great protection. Get inside. A lot of quick posts early in the season. A 5-yarder, 10-3. It is Atlanta. And then Jameis Winston. Watch this effort by Charles Sims. 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Spins out into the end zone. Touchdown of 23 yards. 17-13. Buccaneers on top of the Atlanta Falcons. Vikings at the Titans. Sean Hill coming out with Sam Bradford. Sean Hill on the right, Bradford on the left. They are the new quarterbacks for the Vikings as Teddy Bridgewater is out with a knee injury. Marcus Mariota finding DeMarco Murray. Murray flipping in the air from 6 yards out. Touchdown, and it's 10-0. Kind of an upset shocker here, guys. Titans on top of the Vikings. Cincinnati at the New York Jets. Post route. Where's the help? There is no help. Slightly underthrown. Dalton to A.J. Green, 54 yards. Touchdown, 10-7. It is Cincinnati, but Ryan Fitzpatrick comes back to Eric Decker, a 15-yard touchdown. Jets missed the extra point, 16-13. Jets on top of the Bengals. Bills, Ravens. Rex Ryan on the left, Rob Ryan on the right with the long gray hair. Defensive coordinator is Rob. Another post route. Get inside the safety from the slot. Nobody in the middle. Tells me what? It is blitz all out. What am I guessing, Jimmy? All
you're
out,
guessing,
right?
You're
That's
guessing.
Mike Wallace, 66-yard Ravens touchdown, 10-7 Ravens on top. And then the Browns and the Eagles. Robert Griffin III, a new quarterback in Cleveland. He was obviously in Washington. Carson Wentz, the rookie, #1 draft pick by the Eagles. What a great throw by Wentz to Jordan Matthews, a 19-yard fade route. 13-7 Philadelphia on top of Cleveland at the half. And then the Chargers. Jimmy Johnson could not talk enough about the Chiefs. He talked Chiefs. Melvin Gordon up the middle on a 6-yard touchdown run. Jimmy, I don't know what to say, but the Chargers are on top, 21-3. Ooh, not good.
And while we're talking to Jimmy, how about Jacksonville keeping it close against Green Bay?
I've got to apologize to Michael Strahan. Jacksonville's a lot better than they were. They're keeping it close, Michael. They're keeping it close. But they're going up against Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he is so good in the pocket. He is able to move around. Look at his accuracy here, throwing to the sideline. Oops. Yeah, that was an incompletion.
Oops.
But now he throws one, and that one's complete. But he is so good in the pocket. He's able to throw it out there. He's got 21 points. He's up. Look at him move around. Got great arm strength. He's got Jordy Nelson back in the lineup, too. That's helping him.
Well, I tell you, both teams, though. I mean, both teams, it's been dependent on their quarterback. Everything's been on their quarterback because the running games really haven't helped. But you have to give Jacksonville a lot of credit,
they're
Jimmy.
Playing better.
They go down, they come back, they go down, they come back. It's turned into a lot better game than I think a lot of people expected.
A lot of key additions down there in Jacksonville on defense, both through free agency and the draft. Need to find an answer for Rodgers in the second half.
No matter what happens, I think Jacksonville can walk out of this game feeling good about themselves.
That's why you don't. You just do the highlights and leave us alone.
Piece of play of the first half. Mr. Rodgers taking it in for his first rushing touchdown of the year. Second half of that game coming your way from Jacksonville after this.
Making a halftime coffee run? Use Visa Checkout to load $10 or more in the Starbucks app and get an extra $10.
It's about to go down.
Ohio State, Oklahoma on Fox.
I'm Zorn, defender of Zephyria, conqueror of the tribes of Aegon. Olangulon, son of Zorn!
Driver, let me go!
Don't make me tear this bus and all its occupants to shreds. I know there's a lot that I've missed, but I'm here now, and that erases everything bad I did.
For real?
Kid's just like his old man. He's a warrior. Uh-oh.
Sorry, you don't taught me how to catch, so.
Son of Zorn, special preview tonight after the game on Fox.
Yeah.
Since you both started working together, your behavior at times has been...
Stop.
Impulsive.
Stop.
And erratic.
You ever feel like you made the wrong career choice? Not till I met you.
How do you want to play this, Riggs?
Buckle up.
Stop me.
This worked out well, huh? Okay, now you're angry.
Lethal Weapon, September 21st on Fox.
You could spend all day Saturday and Sunday fighting Louisville traffic to shop for your next car, or spend an hour or two on the Swope Miracle Mile in Elizabethtown. Drive Toyota, Ford, Hyundai, Nissan, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, all discount priced with this promise. It has to be the right car at the right price, or you can bring it back. We're 35 minutes south of Louisville and convenient to everyone in central Kentucky. So spend an hour or two with us on Saturday and enjoy your new car and your family on Sunday.
Is back, and we are bringing you all the action right here on Fox. Coming up, it's America's Game of the Week as the battle for the NFC East begins with Eli Manning and the New York Giants heading south to take on Dallas and the Cowboys. America's Game of the Week right here on Fox. Give me the ball.
She's doing something that no one has ever done before.
Pitch premieres September 22nd on Fox.
Hi, I'm Mike Marshall. Life moves pretty quickly unless you're stuck in traffic. Here at WDRB, we have the cutting-edge technology that's keeping you one step ahead. WDRB's Virtual View, real-time traffic, zeroing in on trouble spots and backups as it's happening. I've been reporting on traffic for nearly 25 years in Louisville. Believe me, you've never seen anything like this until now. WDRB Virtual View, getting you there faster and safer on WDRB.
If you have satellite, all it takes is a little bad weather to take out your TV service. You ever thought about what you want to do most when there's bad weather? Exactly. You want to watch TV. All right. Because there's always meaningful conversation. Time Warner Cable. It's the obvious choice, people.
What makes a perfect tailgate? Well, first, you need friends. A lot of friends. Something to eat. Something to drink. Games to play. Oh, yeah. Did we mention something to eat? A bit of shade. A place to sit. A bunch of pride. A bunch. Easy, fellas. You need some of this, some of that, and a little. Put it together and you've got the perfect tailgate, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Have you noticed? Swope stores are popping up everywhere along the Swope Miracle Mile in Elizabethtown. Like the all-new Bob Swope Ford, fully renovated inside and out. Our new state-of-the-art service lanes have instant wellness check scanners that make your visit quick and convenient.
And right now, lease this 2016 F-150 for $350 a month.
We're only 35 minutes south of Louisville and convenient to everyone in central Kentucky. Swope, the only name you need for everything automotive.
The NFL on WDRB is sponsored locally by Bob Swope Ford in Elizabethtown.
With every pass, every kickoff, every run back, with every single down, you feel it. Your heart rate accelerates. Blood vessels dilate. Your breathing speeds up. Pupils enlarge. Claim your place in the jungle, because it's not the same if you're not at the game.
NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Getting set for the third quarter in Jacksonville. Great first half. 21-17 Packers over the Jaguars. A lot of explosive plays in that first half. Today's excitement is brought to you by the new Nissan Titan. Excitement brought to you by the new Nissan Titan. So we get set for this third quarter. Really good first half of football. He's 9-time Pro Bowl safety John Lynch, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. And we talked a lot about these offensive lines with some changes. They both blocked it up pretty well in that first half.
They both have done tremendously well. Let's start with Green Bay. So much talk about Josh Sitton and Lane Taylor going in. Remember when we were talking about Aaron Rodgers, 2 of 7 for 11 yards?
No.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
And a lot of that's due to the protection. And then conversely, you got to be a little nervous if you're Jacksonville. You went and spent all this money on Malik Jackson. You got Dante Fowler back, and they're not generating any pressure. It forced them to blitz, and Rodgers took advantage of it.
Yeah, sure it did. And both quarterbacks playing extremely well. Rodgers, last couple drives, he's been fantastic. And Bortles had a big first half, 13 of 19, 187 yards, and a touchdown and interception. So Green Bay won the toss earlier and deferred, so they get the ball to start this second half. And Myers kicking it into the stands. So the Packers will take over on their own 25. Let's go down to the sidelines with Pam.
Hey, Kevin, the Packers picking up that offense, and I talked to Gus Bradley about that. He said, what you don't do is go and change your game plan. We just clean some things up. He's happy with the job Blake Bortles is doing, spreading the ball around. He wants to continue to see more of that. Mike McCarthy just said we went to the gun, and that helped us get some changes on offense defensively. He said get off the field on third down. No health problems reported for the Packers. Back to you.
All right, Pam, great. We appreciate it. That's where we stand. You know, both teams have tried to run the ball, and they haven't. Packers have done it a little bit better. The Jaguars averaging just 1.4 per carry. So it's been the passing game and the protection that has carried it so far. And Green Bay up, and believe it or not, the play clock ran out.
Live game, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
I don't know that I've ever seen that to start a quarter. That's wow.
And Aaron Rodgers a little perplexed. I don't think happy when the clock was wound, but not the start that the Packers wanted. See him all at the line of scrimmage, calm, and all of a sudden he looks up in shock that the play clock was gone.
So they start with a quick 5-yard loss. With Lacy in the backfield, they're going to give it to him on a draw. Nice moves. Eddie Lacy shimmies his way out across the original line of scrimmage, and he picks up 6. So you look at what we got today. Lacy running hard and playing a good football game today, despite the short yards per carry. Rodgers picked it up. Last couple drives, he was great. And they finally got Nelson involved late in that second quarter after missing all of last year with a knee injury. And he caught his first touchdown of the year. That's where we stand. 2nd and 9 we go. We fake the run. There's Jordy Nelson again. And he gets tackled rather quickly by Cyprien, the safety. And a third down is coming your way.
And this is where Jacksonville, you got to find a way to generate a pass rush. And at some point, you tell Malik Jackson and Dante Fowler, you guys aren't going to do it with 4. We're going to have to start bringing pressure, and that makes it tough. Let's see if they can.
Packers 1 of 5 on third down so far. Rodgers, 5-man rush, still blocked up. He has time, and so he hits Jordy Nelson for a Green Bay first down. He was working on his former teammate, Devon House.
Well, we talked about the protection, Kevin. Again, excellent for Green Bay. Watch Lane Taylor against Malik Jackson, the high-priced free agent. He gets a little help from Eddie Lacy, but that's just a perfect pocket, and when you give Aaron Rodgers that kind of pocket, that's going to be the result.
They rushed even an extra. They rushed 5 that time and still didn't get close. And so this Packers offensive line has been excellent. On first down, it's a fake. Here comes pressure. Here comes Jackson, and Rodgers that time throws it away. That time they did slip through the line, and that is Malik Jackson, who got the monster deal to come here from Denver after scoring a defensive touchdown in the Super Bowl. And they add some beef. He and Dante Fowler back, and even get Senderick Marks back, number 99. You see him back. They really like him. He was a force. He was hurt all last year, so I feel like the pieces are there, but they haven't shown it so far.
Well, Malik Jackson, he's a really good football player. I don't know if he's the guy who's going to come in here and get 15 sacks, and I think that's what people expect when you get paid that much.
Rodgers rolls away, fires downfield to Mukamara. Had great coverage. He was looking for Adams, no shot. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
And that's a good sign. They put Rodgers on the ground at the end of that play. So the rush has been reinvigorated at half, and we'll see if Sinderic Marks and his crew can sustain that.
We got some pressure that time from Yannick Ngakoue, number 91, the rookie. He was Maryland's single-season sack leader. Had the record with 13.5 last year. He had an excellent preseason. 3rd and 10 for Green Bay.
They bring pressure. You got the one-on-one with Jordy Nelson up top.
Play clock at 2. Blitz. Rodgers still has time, steps away, throws on the run, wide open, and did he catch it? Wow, Randall Cobb bobbled, falling to the ground, and he held on all the way down to the 31.
Again, we talk about Aaron Rodgers' ability to extend plays. Here comes the extra man. He's going to find that crease in that pocket and make a play. He finds Randall Cobb on this occasion.
We'll show you the rest of the replay in a second. Rodgers got everybody to the line, but Cobb was bobbling and falling down. Then the defender came in, but somehow he held on at the end. So at the 31, Packers with a big conversion on 3rd down. They'll run it. That time it's Starks for a short game. Here it is.
So if you're a DB, you're back there counting Mississippi. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. It's hard to cover that long. And Randall Cobb, with the tremendous concentration, caught it on the 4th attempt.
Goes down as a reception in the paper tomorrow, John. That's for sure. Jaguars showing blitz here. Second and 9. They come with the blitz. Rodgers gets rid of it. Cobb back shoulder, but he overthrew him. Prince and Mukamara's been on the coverage. Mukamara's had some nice coverage today every time we showed him in that secondary.
And that's that chess game. Okay, so you aren't getting pressure. You're Todd Wash, the defensive coordinator. They've talked about being more aggressive. Well, then you got the one-on-ones outside, and Aaron Rodgers is smart. It's not too easy to see. It's not too tough to see. They're coming with pressure. I got one-on-ones outside. Going to try to take advantage of those.
Jordy Nelson, top of your screen. These Packers receivers haven't even come to the huddle half the time just to save their energy in this heat. 3rd and 9. Blitz coming. It's blocked up. Rodgers throws a little fade. What a grab! It's Richard Rodgers, the tight end, laying out, and he's got it inside the 10.
Remember Aaron Rodgers saying one of the things about Jared Cook coming in is it's brought out the best in Richard Rodgers. Competition tends to do that. Richard Rodgers makes a big play.
22 yards, and now it's a 1st and goal from the 8 with Starks in the backfield. They're going to throw it quickly, and breaking a tackle is Jordy Nelson, and he maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage after breaking the tackle. I'll give him a yard. Devon House missed the tackle.
And Kevin, you look at this last catch. What concentration by Richard Rodgers, and no question it was a catch. Tremendous throw, even a better catch by Richard Rodgers. With this tempo now, he's starting to play tricks on the home team, the Jacksonville Jaguars defense.
You know, Rodgers, he was 2nd on the team in receptions last year. He had 58 with all the injuries they had, so he can do that. 2nd and 7. Rodgers looks to run, tucks it away, a little shuttle pass. It's close to over the line, it looked like almost, but incomplete.
You know, when I was talking earlier about things he learned from Brett Favre?
That would be one of them?
You think that one? You sit back and watch Brett. That's something he often did, and Aaron has put that in his bag of tricks as well.
Let's see, I look from up here in the booth, but he was close. Oh yeah. Everything has to be over the line, and you could see he was not there. So a 3rd down and goal from the 7. 3 of 3 on 3rd downs this drive by the Packers. Rodgers coming near side. It's complete to Cobb, but a good tackle to Mukamara again. Well done.
And that's a big win for the Jacksonville Jaguars D. They're moving the football. Aaron Rodgers making tremendous plays. Can you keep them to a field goal and keep it a one-score game? That's exactly what they just did with that tackle by Mukamara.
Randall Cobb got up slow. And so they go to check him out and make sure that he's all right. He had played last year, all last year, with a shoulder injury. Mike McCarthy told us point blank today he was hurt all year. He gave us everything he had. And he comes up slowly on this one. They tend to Cobb. We'll take a break.
At Southwest, we're trying to decide whether or not to have a sale. Heads we don't, tails we do. And tails it is. Book for as low as $59 one way now at southwest.com. Sure, the game is great. But here's a real reason to scream at your television. Book for as low as $59 one way now at southwest.com.
Today we're going to be comparing these two truck beds. Let's start over here with this aluminum bed. Put your toolbox up here.
Whoa, that's a big hole. That is unbelievable.
Now let's check out the roll-formed steel bed of the Silverado. Same spot, same empty toolbox.
Took it way better. The steel held up.
Find your tag and get 16% of MSRP cash back on select remaining 2016 Silverado pickups in stock. That's over $7,500 cash back on this Chevy Silverado. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
At Joseph A. Bank Super Tuesday sale, save up to 70% on almost everything in the store, with traveler suits for $199 and traveler dress shirts are 3 for just $99. Plus, take an extra 50% off all clearance. Only at Joseph A. Bank. Preview day Monday.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Southwest. We remember. By Pizza Hut. Bring home the flavor. Only at Pizza Hut. And by Chevrolet. More 2016 J.D. Power Dependability Awards than any other brand.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't like settling for field goals, John, but a nice play there as Randall Cobb walked off the field. Mason Crosby to attempt a 25-yard field goal, and he's got it. And so the Packers extend their lead to 24-17 here with 10-12 to go in this third quarter. Bortles and company back on the field. We come back.
I used to ask if you could hear me now, but I switched to Sprint. Their network reliability is now within 1% of Verizon. And get this, with Sprint's new unlimited plan, you have the freedom to do virtually whatever you want.
Is there no worrying about gigabytes, megabytes, overages, billphobia?
That's the dream right there.
Well, then Mama is gonna text, ping, post, tweet, snap those dogs that learn to dance on their hind legs.
Can you hear that?
And makeup tutorials.
Don't let a 1% difference limit your freedom. Unlimited mobile optimized data. 4 lines, $160 a month. Live your life unlimited.
This is the all-new 2016 Chevy Malibu.
Wow, that's nice.
Let's check it out. Do any of you have kids?
I do.
Yes.
This car has a feature built in called Teen Driver Technology, which lets parents see how their teens are driving.
Oh, that's smart.
It even mutes the radio until the seatbelt is fastened.
So we'll keep track of how many boys get in the car. That could be useful.
This is ahead of what my Audi has for sure.
Wish my Beamer had that.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't even know that technology existed.
I'm not in the market for a car, but now I may be.
Is that iced tea?
Nope, it's lemonade.
Is that iced tea?
Lemonade.
Iced tea?
What's with these people, man? Lemonade. Read the sign. Lemonade. Read it.
Okay.
Delicious. Iced tea at a lemonade stand? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Marin saved by switching to Geico.
It's lemonade, man.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
I like where you're going with this.
That's Tony Baselli. Boy, was he a great offensive lineman for the Jaguars. We'd like to have him down on the field today.
You know, honest to God, if he had not gotten injured with those shoulders, I think he would have gone down as the best offensive lineman in the history of this game. He's
really
that good. Wow. That good. He was unbelievable.
He's doing the radio for the Jags. Packers have scored 17 points in their last 3 possessions. Jaguars held them out of the end zone on the last one. So Jags football on the 25. They're down a touchdown here early in the third quarter. Hey, Saturday college football coverage takes off when Iowa State takes on 15th ranked TCU at noon Eastern on FS1 and then it's 4th ranked Ohio State, 14th ranked Oklahoma, 7 Eastern on Fox. It's a biggie. Doubleheader FS1 and on Fox next Saturday. So the Jags in the first half offensively, Bortles had a big day. Yeldon, they kept going to Yeldon and he had some nice runs, but he also was tackled behind the line 5 times. And then Julius Thomas with a touchdown. He had 5 catches. As here we start the second half, a little read option by Bortles who slides down for a short game. Game break time. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thanks, Kevin. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, 30-yard touchdown catch from Jameis Winston. Winston is having himself a day. That is his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Fantasy owners all over that one. $24.13. Kevin?
Carissa double duty today. I love it. And you know, Seferian-Jenkins has been hurt really for the last couple of years, showing you his work. So here's Bortles on second down. Going to fake the run a couple times. Look to set up a screen. Packers had it well defensed. Jake Ryan was out there. He saw that happening.
It's just a staple of this Dom Capers defense. Dom Capers talks about the quarterbacks in this league and how tough they are to defend. And the thing he loves doing is bringing this A-gap pressure. The A-gap is the guard center gap, and he loves exploiting that. It's the fastest way to the quarterback. You see Blake Martinez go to the quarterback. Jake Ryan cover the receiver. That was intended. Something Dom Capers has always done and done very well in his defenses.
And so a 3rd down and 7. Bortles has time, firing. Oh, he's got Allen Hurns wide open. Makes the move. Hurns inside the 40 to the 35. It's a gain of 37 and another big play for the Jags.
It's just a great read by Blake Bortles. He's going to see the split safeties. Well, with split safeties, what's open? The middle of the field. Allen Hurns then does the shake route, and it's wide open in the middle of the field. That's just tremendous pre-snap read by Bortles, diagnosing what the Packers are doing and taking advantage of what's open.
And so Bortles connecting for the big one to Hurns, and a 1st and 10 from the Packer 34. Handed off, cut back Yeldon, but that hole closed rather quickly as Martinez came in. So did his inside linebacker Nate Ryan. I'll tell you what, nobody nationally saw the Jaguars last year, right? They weren't very good, and maybe again the fantasy owners know some of these names. I think Bortles is pretty good, John. I mean, this guy's really developing here in front of our eyes in his 3rd season.
He's a really good player, and he's in a really good system because Greg Olson, their offensive coordinator, I think has done a great job of playing to his strengths, and that's moving him in the pocket and then getting the ball downfield, which he does best.
Yeldon looking for a hole. He hasn't had many today. Breaks 1 tackle, 2. I give T.J. Yeldon credit. He is fighting today against his ferocious run defense, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and short.
And Kevin, what continuing to run it, even if they aren't having great success, it's going to open up the outside matchups that they like so much. It pulls another safety into the box, and then you have a chance with the Allen brothers, Allen Robinson and Allen Hurns, to take advantage of the matchups they like so much.
That was Greg Olson, the offensive coordinator for the Jags, who you saw there in the double box. 3rd and 2, Jacksonville. Bernard Robinson gets it, and his 2nd surge may have gotten it. The mark, and see where they spot it here. It'll be close. And right now, from where that pile is, looks like he may be a little short. Well, let's see.
Look at the 2nd effort here. You're going to see Robinson hit by Mike Daniels in there, but then he fights forward for what looks to be a 1st down.
From that camera angle, it looks like he has it.
From that angle, it looks like it's not close, but the mark, the spot, I'm not sure.
Very difficult because his knee's down there. It's tough. He may be a hair short. And Gus Bradley went for it on 4th and 5 earlier, and they got it. Doesn't need to think about it. Never mind.
Kevin, I think something that can't be lost. Jacksonville Jaguars went to bed last night thinking they're playing with Chris Ivory. He doesn't. All of a sudden he wakes up. He's in the hospital. Bernard Robinson was going to be inactive. Yes. He's forced into action. TJ Yeldon's forced into more action. I think they've responded quite well considering the circumstances.
Yeah, and that is a Chris Ivory down right there. So Robinson, good effort. He got the first down. Julius Thomas not on the field for Jacksonville. He's cramping. That's a big issue. He's got 5 catches today. They say he's likely to return. Here's Robinson. Bernard Robinson cuts inside to the 21. So staying on the ground are these Jaguars. Staying committed to that. And a 2nd down and 7 is coming up. Well, there goes. I guess the cramps are all better.
They got the tent out. You know, the tent cooled them down. Put a little tube in there.
Not the tube. Tubes for the Packers.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
They only get the tents on the Jag sideline. Well, cloud cover. Sun pokes inside it for the first time today. Second and 7. Fake to Robinson. Pressure off the edge. Bortles going end zone. Diving attempt, but a little too far for Allen Robinson. And a 3rd down and 7 coming up. They've been trying to get Robinson involved. He's only got 1 catch today.
And you see his ability, the power and the strength. I mean, he finds a way to get separation. Blake Bortles knows that's a near miss, but I'm coming back to that later because he's too good not to.
He couldn't put too much air into it because he saw Clinton Dix was going to be there a split second later. And so now a big 3rd and 7 coming up from the 21. Play clock at 1. Bortles, far side, incomplete. Again, he was going over there to Allen Robinson, but Shields all over him with great coverage.
Well, Blake Bortles is seeing what we're seeing. And you got to give props to Sam Shields because that's a tough cover, and he's doing a tremendous job. The Jacksonville fans don't like it, but I think that's a good no call. They're both hand fighting, holding their ground, but then Sam Shields lets him go.
And so they will try a field goal with Jason Myers. It'll be a 39-yarder for Myers. He's got a 26-yarder today. And he puts that one home. 39-yard field goal. Jaguars inch closer. Packers in front. 6:15 to go in the 3rd.
Those who dare drive the world forward. The Cadillac CT6.
This is the house of the passionate. This is the house of the brave. Of those who keep fighting, who honor traditions. And this is the house of their beer, Casa Modelo. Home of the clean, crisp taste of Especial and the rich, smooth flavor of Negra. Quality beers, brewed for those who believe in better since 1925. Welcome to Casa Modelo.
Domino's it is.
No, I want salad.
Oh, no.
So we're getting salad, right? Right?
Luckily at Domino's, we love pizza so much we've added salads, so no one can veto pizza night. Try one with a medium 2-topping pizza for $5.99 each.
Americans don't celebrate the good enough canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced. With 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities coast to coast. So don't settle for an unlimited plan with limits. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs of limitless data with 4 lines for only $160. Welcome to the Next Gen Network.
Today's game is sponsored by Verizon. Welcome to Verizon LTE Advanced, the Next Gen Network.
There's a fun opener in Jacksonville. Yeah, it's hot. Well, it was over 100, so it's really cooled off here in Jacksonville. But you know, a great football game. 24-20. Packers and the Jags. Packers playoffs 7 straight years. We know they've been great. And the Jags trying to get there. They've had 3 tough years under Gus Bradley, but you know what? The owner, Shad Khan, stuck with this group, and they're hoping big things are coming this year. Aaron Rodgers and company back on the field. Packers up by 4 here in the 3rd.
Those who dare drive the world forward. The Cadillac CT6.
I'm Ann Howard.
And Michael Howard.
We left on our honeymoon in January 2012. It actually evolved into a business.
From our blog to video editing.
Our technology has to hang tough with us.
When you're going to a place without electricity, you need a long battery life. The touch combined with the screen resolution.
A Mac doesn't have that. We wanted to help more people get out there and see the world. Once you take that leap, that's where the magic happens.
Uh-oh. Should have put that phone on silent. Luckily, Jay chose Trident to help clean and protect his teeth, so he can hide his guilt with a convincing grin. That's it, Jay. They'll never know. Trident. Cherish your teeth.
You've been on the job 25 years, not a neck on you. You give partner a rigs 3 days. You crashed 2 cars and nearly got yourself killed.
You ever feel like you made the wrong career choice?
Yeah, the day I met you.
Lethal Weapon premieres Wednesday, September 21st on Fox.
This Saturday, the mighty Crimson Sea,
The cry of the Buckeye State. Go head to head, but only one will rule. Ohio State, Oklahoma, Saturday at 7 on Fox.
Packers football. They lead the Jaguars 24-20. 6:15 to go in the 3rd. Ty Montgomery, number 88, out there for the first time today. Wide out for Green Bay, coming off ankle microfracture surgery. But they like him as Rodgers fake. Now late pressure comes, steps away so calmly, and now he's taken down. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Odrick chasing him down. And it'll be a 2nd and 10.
And you think about, if you're these big boys, the defensive lineman for the Jacksonville Jaguars, there's Avery Jones going after him. He stays after him, and finally they bring him down. Think about being a 300-pound plus guy chasing Aaron Rodgers, who's taking these plays to 6-7 seconds all day long. I don't care if you're used to this heat, that will tire you out. And that's exactly what Aaron Rodgers is doing to this defensive front.
Credited as a sack, as John said, first of the day. This is Cook. And Jared Cook comes on and makes his first catch as a Packer. Jalen Ramsey, the rookie, who makes a hit. And they love Ramsey. They took him out of Florida State.
Look at this release, Kevin. Bam, that thing's gone. But what does it translate into? Look how quickly he gets that ball. It gives him opportunity to get the 8 yards of yak, yards after the catch.
Third and 3. 4-man rush. Quick release again, and Cobb makes the move. It's a first down for Green Bay. Puslesny fighting him out of bounds, and now a late flag. Both play. Now another flag. This one comes near the bench from Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's Malik Jackson pushing Cobb on their own bench. Kevin, we've been talking about that all day. That's why they like Randall Cobb in the backfield. They put him against a safety, and in space, that's an awful tough tackle for Tashawn Gibson, as I believe it was, to make that tackle.
So now Carl Cheffers and his crew trying to sort things out.
Personal foul, face mask, number 18 offense. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 90 defense. Those fouls offset. Replay 3rd down.
So they'll do it over.
I'll tell you what, the offensive face mask is not one they typically call. But you got to get that hand off once you have it up. But then Malik Jackson comes over on his own sideline and picks on the little guy.
I think that's where they got it at the very end when Kozlowski's head went backwards. So bottom line is it's a do-over. And a third down and 3 one more time. As this crowd starting to get up and get loud here in Jacksonville.
Jared Cook one-on-one against Telvin Smith, the linebacker. That's a matchup Rodgers likes.
Play clock at 1. They get it off. Rodgers pressure. Steps away nimbly. Fires. Cobb makes the catch. Close to a first down. And he should have it. Deshaun Gibson was there. And that will move the chains. Man, what a throw by Rodgers.
His ability to work the pocket. He wants Jared Cook right away. Telvin Smith does a great job in coverage, but then look at him work this pocket, extend the play, find Randall Cobb, and then Cobb at the end reaches out for the first down.
6 catches for Randall Cobb. He and Jordy Nelson with 6 receptions today. But they have used him everywhere. In the backfield right now on a 1st and 10. Again, the pistol formation. They've done this a couple times today, and they will hand it off to Cobb. And a short gain. Audra came in to make the tackle.
And Kevin, you know, one thing we've seen against the likes of Russell Wilson and Cam Newton, sometimes you just bring that 5th rusher because that crease in the pocket that Aaron Rodgers is so adept at stepping up and then getting out with another guy. Sometimes those lanes aren't there, and I think that would be something wise. Without selling out completely, bring another guy into the rush to shut down those lanes because these plays are going so long you can't cover these guys that long.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how this game is called defensively for Jacksonville. The 4-man pressure clearly hasn't worked. 2nd down. Rodgers, quick hitter over the middle. It's Jared Abbrederis out near a first down. He gets involved in the action and has his first catch. That is the new defensive coordinator for Jacksonville, Todd Wash. He and Gus Bradley go back, way back. They actually played together on North Dakota State. He was their defensive line coach last year, but calling the plays for the first time this year. Bradley obviously has a lot of input. But Bradley, a huge fan, said, you know what, he's got the tattoos. He rides in on the Harley. And they did not get the first, so they do a quick sneak here, and now it's a first down. Game break. Let's check in with Carissa.
Kevin, to Oakland at New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 98-yard touchdown catch from Drew Brees. That is the longest of Drew Brees' career, and Brandon Cooks' 2nd touchdown of the day. Saints up 24-10. Brees has the same contract you do, right, Kevin?
A couple more pennies more, Carissa. You know, we're close.
That'd be your contract, Carissa.
So the Packers on the sneak get the first down, and a 1st and 10 from the 48 now. Empty backfield. 3-man rush, so they change it up. Get some pressure. Rodgers sidesteps, fires. Rodgers makes the catch. Is he inbounds? No, not inbounds. Cyprian, the safety, was on the coverage.
Well, let's start with, look at this rush by Dante Fowler. He finally gets a good rush, but not so fast. Aaron Rodgers is going to find his way out again, find the open receiver, and that 2nd foot just out looks like a good call.
What's tougher as a defender? Is it a quarterback like a Russell Wilson who can run, or is it a quarterback like this who just annoys you because you get so close but you never get him?
You know what it is? It's a guy like this that does both. He can throw from the pocket, but then when he gets no one's open, I'll just extend it, and he makes it because whatever you do, you're wrong.
Fake the handoff to Cobb on the rollout. Rodgers back across his body, going deep. Good coverage and a flag, too. The flag is right around the 43-yard line. Prince Mukamara, again, terrific coverage. He's been good today for Jacksonville. Let's see what the penalty is.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 21 defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Well, that's why he's so good, John, because he's holding on the play.
That tends to work. He's going up against Ty Montgomery. Let's see when the hold came. Right there on top. Not much of a tug. The hand was on top. These Jacksonville fans not liking the amount of calls going against them.
Packers actually bring Aaron Rodgers in the game, the fullback. It's really weird to say fullback and not John Kuhn for the Packers. It was there for 9 years. He's with the Saints now. Here's Lacy, right side. Maybe Lacy down to the 45. What's a fullback look like, John?
I'm going to miss that. I mean, that's one of my favorite things on the at home or on the road. When you hear that Kuhn, there's nothing better. But what are we going to say with Ripkowski? Well, he does his job there, but Rip doesn't sound as good as Kuhn.
I don't think that's going to work.
No.
Good try. 2nd and 7, final minute of the 3rd quarter. Lacy again, big hole. Oh, and a cut by Lacy, rumbling inside the 20. Great cut by Lacy after the initial hole, and he got a good block from J.C. Tretter. 29 yards on the run.
Well, they told him to get in shape. He listened, but he should give a big handshake to his offensive line. T.J. Lang, J.C. Tretter doing a tremendous job opening up the hole. And a real nice hustle play by Jonathan Cyprien, bringing him down, because otherwise Lacy is gone.
You know what I think? Jacksonville calls a timeout here. I don't think anybody's going to talk about Eddie Lacy's weight if he runs well this year. It doesn't matter how big or small he is. And he has had some nice runs today. So a timeout. Jaguars will take one as well. 19 seconds to go in the 3rd. Good game. Packers up by 4. Lacy time.
All right. Son? Okay.
All right, here goes nothing.
Oh, that is amazing.
Who's the genius who puts a girl in heels on a subway grate?
Miss Monroe, eat a Snickers.
Why?
You get a little cranky when you're hungry. Better?
Much better.
This scene will never make the cut.
NFL season is here, and so is McDonald's newest McPick 2 lineup. Choose between a Quarter Pounder with cheese, our newest pick, Triple Cheeseburger, the 10-piece Chicken McNuggets, or the Filet-O-Fish. Mix and match or pair up your faves for just $5. Enjoy the choice.
I'm 7-0 this season.
You auto-drafted. That's what all the great GMs do. They delegate.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah, I did. I set the cue.
Without NFL.com fantasy football, what would friends talk about?
Almost wore shorts today. Oh. I was gonna do a sweatshirt shorts combo. Switched to pants instead.
It's not too late to play. Sign up for free at NFL.com/fantasy.
The only thing that matters is October.
Week 1 continues later today on CBS and Fox. Then tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. And tomorrow it's a Monday Night Football doubleheader on ESPN.
Gus Bradley needed a timeout. John, you picked it up. Look, their defense was gassed, right?
They've been chasing Aaron Rodgers all day. It's not Eddie Lacy tearing them down, tiring them. It's Aaron Rodgers extending plays. These defensive linemen and linebackers are gassed for Jacksonville.
From the 17, Lacy his 11th carry. And he is inside the 15. That should take us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Lacy has been effective today, and that will indeed do it for quarter number 3. Packers knocking on the doorstep. They've got a 4-point lead, looking for more in red-hot Jacksonville. Big 4th coming up.
This September,
They're coming for us.
We gonna fight fire with fire.
Empire strikes back.
To the Empire!
Empire returns September 21st on Fox.
I grabbed my lipstick. Hey, what are you doing?
Getting the codes.
For a half hour?
Bob just got Time Warner Cable. He's getting more.
More what?
More than 30,000 movies and shows on demand, most for free. Look, he's DVRing like 6 shows at once.
Let's go.
Oh, this grass is so much greener than on our TV.
Why are your shoes off?
Because I'm on their bed. I don't want to be rude.
Discover how much more is included.
Are those meatballs still circulating?
Get TV, internet, and phone for $89.99 per month, only from Time Warner Cable.
When it comes to LASIK, don't you just want one option?
I just want the best available.
Got it. That'll be option 4. That's $19.95 an eye, so it'll be $39.90.
Your ad said it's $4.95 an eye.
Oh, that's not the best LASIK.
At John Kenyon LASIK Center, your options are simple. At your free evaluation, we'll do a comprehensive exam followed by a one-on-one consultation with your LASIK surgeon. You'll receive a customized plan to treat your vision using state-of-the-art technology. The best part, it's all at one price. Make a change where you can really see the difference.
I could get used to this.
I could get used to this. The luxuriously transformed 2016 Lexus ES and ES Hybrid. I could get used to this. Once you experience this level of luxury,
I could get used to this.
there's no going back. Lease the 2016 ES 350 with zero due at signing for $429 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Musicians and artists with one common thread. Keith Kaiser introduces you tomorrow, 5 to 9.
Back in Jacksonville, along with John Lynch and Pam Oliver, I'm Kevin Burkhardt and our entire NFL on Fox crew. Week 1, it's a good game. Packers in front here, but they're looking to add on to start the 4th, knocking on the doorstep. Jordy Nelson back after missing off last year. He and Randall Cobb each with 6 catches. It's a 2nd and 8 for Green Bay at the 15 as this drive really wearing on the Jacksonville D. The 12th play of the drive in this 90-degree heat. Rodgers gonna throw it for the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for Cobb. He had the rookie Jalen Ramsey over there with pretty good coverage.
Jalen Ramsey. People say, what does he have? Well, he's got everything. He's about 210 pounds, but yet he runs a 4.3 40, so he's got the strength, but he also has the speed and agility to keep up with a guy as quick and as fast as Randall Cobb.
It's a big play, John. Early 4th quarter, Packers up by 4, and Green Bay's 5 of the last 6 on 3rd downs. 3rd and 8. And movement. At least the Packers are hoping it's on Jacksonville, and it looks like it is.
Offside, neutral zone infraction, number 90 defense. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
You know, I don't know if I like this call. 2 years ago, they went back to that if the defensive lineman drew the offensive lineman. Look how delayed that is by Lane Taylor. That's not what the rule is all about. It's supposed to happen immediately. That's a delayed response. I think Malik Jackson was already back. I do not like that call.
Well, that changes the dynamic, John, after that. A 3rd and 3. And a much tougher task for this Jags defense. They give it. Cobb makes a move. And Randall Cobb looks to have a Packers 1st down. That changed everything. The play call, the yardage, and a 1st down and goal coming up.
What a big penalty. And I don't think, again, I'll say I don't think it was the correct penalty. That offsides allowed them to call the run play and convert and continue to move the chains and eat clock.
Todd Wash, the defensive coordinator. Defense on its heels. They'd like to keep it a 1-score game. 1st and goal. Lacey. And he fights his way. That looked like he was going nowhere, and somehow he worked it down to the 3 for a 3-yard gain.
That is tough running by Eddie Lacy. It looks, as you said, Kevin, as if he was stopped in the backfield. Malik Jackson hits him first. Here comes Jonathan Cyprien off the corner. Forget about the ball. Get him down. And Lacy falling forward. Now you got to sell out if you're Todd Wash. I think you need to bring the house. This is a big sequence for the Jacksonville defense.
2nd and goal. Lacy again up the middle. Short. Give him a yard on that. So a 3rd and goal coming up. You talked about Todd Wash matching wits. There's Wash against Mike McCarthy, who gave up the play calling and then late last year took it back because I'm never doing that again. Well, I'd say this is the point of the game where you need a big play call.
I think if you're Todd Wash, all you have to worry about, you got the run game with Lacey or Starks. You got Rodgers on the perimeter as a rollout runner. You got Jared Cook, Jordy Nelson. A lot of options at Aaron Rodgers' disposal.
16th play of the drive. 3rd and goal. Starks on the carry. He's short. Jacksonville was ready for it. Odrick was in the middle of that. And Mike McCarthy, is he going to go?
Aaron Rodgers is urging him to.
And a late call to bring on Mason Crosby.
McCarthy said, all right, Aaron, I'm with you, but I'm not with you. Get out there, Mason.
Well, you can see why they want to go, but it's hard to not go up by a touchdown, you know?
And I'll tell you what, the fortitude of that Jacksonville defense, be really easy to break right there. Would you say 16 plays
16
on that drive?
plays.
Be really easy to break. Instead, they held firm.
Crosby 20-yard field goal try is good. So the Jaguars defense bends, but they don't break. Packers extend their lead back to a touchdown. Rodgers is like, come on, we got to go. Mike's like,
it's waiting on Sunday morning.
Do you like football? Yeah. It's DirecTV NFL Sunday Ticket. I can watch every Sunday Ticket game live on any device.
I'm retired. I just sit here watching nothing. Huh. If I were you, I'd work as long as you can. So.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV and watch live football anywhere. Switch today and get a $100 reward card.
The playbook of work is tattered and torn from those who do jobs for which they were born. Hammers and wire, chainsaws and wrenches, and the true bond of teamwork down in the trenches. Ford F-Series is their chariot. It answers the bell. It's the truck deemed official by the NFL.
Kathy's gotten used to the smell of lingering garbage in her kitchen. Yep, she's gone nose blind. She thinks it smells fine, but her guests smelled this. Febreze Air Effects Heavy Duty has up to 2 times the odor-eliminating power to remove odors you've gone nose blind to. Use Febreze Air Effects till it's fresh, and try Febreze Small Spaces to continuously eliminate up to 2 times the odors for 30 days. Febreze Small Spaces and Air Effects, 2 more ways to breathe happy.
The Cowboys have no defense. They're nothing. They've been nothing for the last 4 years.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by KFC. Go Buckets. It's finger-licking good. And by DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you gotta get DirecTV.
You think the Jaguars defense a little tired? Packers just drove 16 plays, 73 yards, 9 minutes and 14 seconds. And as Pam told you earlier, it's 100 degrees on the field. But they held Green Bay to a field goal, so it's still a 1-score game. They did their job in the end. And they still are in this game. It's Corey Grant. Good cut, Grant. Oh, nice move by Grant. Sprinting near side and a return that takes him across the 30. But after that miss, Aaron Rodgers was pretty hot, John.
Well, and here's why. He was audibilizing. You see the anger of Aaron Rodgers. He's hot. He was hot on the sidelines. I think he wanted to go it on 4th down, but here's what he was hot about. He audibilized. Watch all his offensive line. They're dropping like it's pass. Now they release up and block that right there. You got a touchdown for James Starks. No one does it. That's because they all believed it was a passing play, did not communicate, did not get the communication from Aaron Rodgers.
That's interesting. So it stays a touchdown lead for Green Bay, and now Jacksonville with it across the 30. They'll fake. Oh, and Bortles has his head taken off. Morgan Burnett on the safety blitz.
And I think that's tremendous job either by an experienced player or by Dom Capers coaching it up. They've been running this action and it's been a delayed play action. So they said next time they do that blitz, that's exactly what Burnett did. Why Blake Bortles' back is turned. Here comes Morgan Burnett, and all he can do is get down.
Oh, that's a huge play by the Packers D. Dom Capers has been the coordinator. A season for him here in Green Bay, and now after the loss of 8, it's a 2nd and 18. Pressure up the middle, it's blocked up, and a completion. Allen Robinson finally breaks open, just his 2nd catch of the day, and a beautiful touch pass by Bortles for a first down.
He's a guy who just looks like he's ready to explode at any minute. You see the cloud coverage, that means there's a defender underneath and then a safety on top. And Bortles understands that and drills the fade route into Allen Robinson.
So a pickup of 22. Puts it up at the 45. Stick with Yeldon. Yeldon inside the 50 across midfield into Green Bay territory. Game break time. Let's check back in with Carissa.
Thanks, Kevin. Minnesota at Tennessee. All the conversation this week was how Minnesota's offense was going to do with Sean Hill under center. Well, guess what? He's getting some help from his defense. His 2nd defensive touchdown on the day goes to Danielle Hunter, a 24-yard fumble recovery. Vikes up 22-10. Kevin?
Wow. I looked at Tennessee was out 10-0. So much for that for the defense. The Jags defense getting a much needed rest. Here is 2nd and 4 for their offense. Down 7, it's Yeldon. Slips on the cut, and that's unfortunate for him. He may have had a first. Instead, it'll be a 3rd and 2.
Well, you would sure like Chris Ivory right about now, just to go get those hard yards. Different styles of running back, and I think it will only make TJ Yeldon back when they do eventually get Chris Ivory back. Greg Olsen, look in that play sheet. Remember, most explosive offense in football last year. At any time they can strike, they're within 7 points. So we still very much have a ball game.
Allen Robinson, top of the screen, matched up against 2nd-year man Demarius Randall. 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. They're going to run it. Yeldon tripped up, tackle for a loss. Absolutely nowhere to go. It was Nick Perry. And the 6th time today, Green Bay's got Yeldon behind the line.
And Gus Bradley is not hesitating. You see the penetration by Nick Perry getting in the backfield, and Gus Bradley doesn't hesitate. And I think, Kevin, your defense just was on a 9-minute drive against you. His defense is gassed. So as much of this is, it's not desperation. This is, hey, my defense can't stop him if I put him back up out there.
They got a 4th and 5 earlier. This a 4th and 4 with 8:50 to play. Bortles. Pressure coming, stands in, fires complete right at the line. It should be good for a first down. Robinson on the catch. They go to all reliable. It was good coverage. Now that should be right at the 45. Let's see.
Look at Allen Robinson. The little delay. Get to the sticks and the forward progress. I think just enough to get that first down. You got to be impressed with Bortles. In the big moments, he seems to really not, it's not too big for him.
I don't think he got a great spot looking from up here, and our booth is relatively far away here. But we'll see. I mean, if he doesn't get it, you know they're going to take a look at it because Bradley will challenge. Let's see. Oh, my goodness. By a hair.
I'm with you, Kevin, too. He caught it on the other side of that.
But I think your point about Bortles, you know, this is, hey, look, you're going against the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers, and he shined today.
Yeah, I mean, you got to always think as a competitor, I'm competing against that guy who plays my position on the other side. And that's a tall task with Aaron Rodgers, but Blake Bortles showing that he's up to it.
All right, so 8:32 to play. Packers up 27-20. Jacksonville on the 45 of Green Bay. Bortles 16 of 25, 251 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Back to throw, stands in, throwing a deep fade, jump ball. Who's got it? Incomplete. Robinson was there, but Demarius Randall with very good coverage.
Demarius Randall is one of these DBs. You talked about collecting talent. That's what Dom Capers in this defense, Ted Thompson, the general manager, they've been doing, just drafting DBs left and right. It's really interesting. Quentin Rollins, who plays the nickel position, he's been beat a couple times. They have him out of the game. They have Ladarius Gunter in his place here at the nickel position.
Packers creep up towards the line. And Bortles calls a timeout. Well, we'd love to save those for later, but he saw something he didn't like, and Jacksonville uses their second timeout of the half with 8:11 to go in the fourth quarter. The Jags will talk things over. Time for us to remind you this fall we got a show you're not going to want to miss. It's called Pitch. With Kylie Bunbury and Mark Paul Gosselaar. It's about one woman's emotional journey to become the first female pitcher in the major leagues. Pitch premieres Thursday, September 22nd on Fox. You know, these Jaguars trying to make an identity here, and after 3 years of losing, trying to make a statement against one of the league's premier teams in the Packers. Down a touchdown. 8:11 to play, and now only down to one timeout. Second down and 10. Bortles going to sling it in the flat, incomplete. Oh, it looked like Yeldon. Hey, I saw a little something coming.
Yeldon said, "Thanks a lot, Blake." You know, it's awful nice of you to give me the ball with Blake Martinez right in my face. I can smell his breath, and you're throwing me the football. Not so fast. You see Bortles and Blake Martinez looking at him saying, "Come on."
Well, because of that, now you've got a third down and 10. Four-man rush. Bortles coming near side. Robinson catches well shy of first. And you would think that Jacksonville's going to go again. Sam Shields right there to make the tackle. And it's going to be about 2.5 yards shy. We'll call it a 4th and 3.
You got to give this Green Bay defense credit, keeping Allen Robinson in check. This is a guy who averaged 17.5 per catch last season. And he's catching some balls, 4 of them, but they're keeping him to about 10 yards a catch.
This would be, oh, and Bortles going to call the last time out. Wow. That's a tough one.
More important, though, to get the right play. It's 4th down.
Agree. And so now a big play coming up. 4th down for the Jags. They'll talk it over.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price.
Not here. Not ever.
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments, there's one of these.
Nobody comes into this house without paying the price. Not here. Not ever.
Did you get it?
More people save money by combining their home and auto with State Farm. Here to help life go right. State Farm.
Great. Okay. Well, this here's a load-bearing wall. We'll go ahead and rip that out. It's going to cause a lot of problems. Totally unnecessary, and it triples the budget.
We'll be way behind schedule, right?
Schedules.
Schedules. Great.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be great if everyone said what they meant? The Citi Double Cash Card does. It lets you earn double cash back. 1% when you buy and 1% as you pay. The Citi Double Cash Card. Double means double.
You lost to Jordy last week?
By 1 point.
I thought I just traded you for Des Bryant.
You serious?
We crushed it last week, buddy.
He hasn't won a game all year.
He got 21 points from his kicker.
Straight up? Straight up?
You scored the touchdowns. I put you in my lineup.
18.
Without NFL.com fantasy football, what would friends talk about?
You, fly often?
Yes.
You a window or an aisle guy?
I'm an aisle guy.
It's not too late to play. Sign up for free at NFL.com/fantasy.
Jacksonville's converted 2 4th downs today, both to Allen Robinson, but Julius Thomas is on the sideline for this play. That's a little surprising. It's a 4th and 3. Bortles. Blitz, it's picked up over the middle. It's Robinson again. Go back to the money man, and it's a 1st down for the Jags.
When you see those type of tight formations, you think crossing routes, and that's exactly what they did. The shallow cross creates separation right away, and just in that little window, Bortles sneaks it in. Good job with his eyes, pulling the coverage away from Robinson and then finding him.
4 catches for Robinson on this drive. He had 1 all day coming into it, so they're trying to get their big man involved. Under 7 minutes to go. Jags on the move. 11th play of the drive. Down by 7. They'll run it here. Yeldon up the middle to the 25. Picks up 4 for Jake Ryan. Makes the tackle.
Kevin, how about 5 catches on the day for Robinson? 3 on 4th down for conversion. So they're giving him more attention, and he's going to find that it's tougher, and you're going to have to find ways. You're going to have to move him around. Greg Olsen did by reducing his split. It got Sam Shields off him. But that's what being a number 1, when they've kind of found him out now.
Yes.
No more secrets. They found him out, and he's going to have to work really hard to produce.
We saw the Packers offense go on a 16-play drive to tire out the Jags D. This is the 12th play of the drive for Jacksonville. 2nd and 6. Fake the run. Bortles guns it. Robinson knocked away. Clinton Dix perfectly timed.
Clinton Dix is a safety that I absolutely love, because he's a guy who has the mobility and the range to play in today's football in space, but the instincts and the physicality to knock balls out like that. It's a big-time play by Clinton Dix.
And now a 3rd and 6 for these Jags. Play clock at 0.
Wow. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
And again, they had no timeouts left. Couldn't stop it if he wanted to.
That's big. They were bringing the pressure. Bortles wanted to make sure they got it protected, but it's a great job by Clinton Dix. Not only disguising the blitz, but then pleading, throwing a tantrum for that penalty.
There is Robinson. 3rd and 11 after that penalty. 4-man rush. Pressure. Bortles steps away. He's in trouble, and he's dropped. Green Bay delivers with the sack. Nick Perry got there first, but he had help from Dayton Jones.
Well, look at Nick Perry. He does a great job kind of spying Bortles. You know how Rodgers has been breaking out all day? Well, Perry said, "No, I'm not going to let you. I'm going to kind of spy here, and when you try to step up, I'm going to be waiting for you." And he was.
Now with a 4th and 12, they've got to kick a field goal with 5:31 to go. Jason Myers has a big leg. It was 3 or 4 from 50 last year. This is 50 on the button. Brad Norton, the punter, holds. Carson Tinker is the snapper. Myers hits it home with plenty of room to spare. It's a 4-point game. So the Packers defense making a couple big plays at the end to keep the lead. They're up by 4. 5:12 to go from Florida.
I see gold in the air, in the promise in the streams. I see love in our hearts, futures in our dreams. I had a dream, you were a laser light, burning down the
When the sun goes down, the limes go in.
I owe it all to you.
Red 97! Set! Red 97!
Did you say 97?
Yes.
You know, that reminds me of Geico's 97% customer satisfaction rating.
97%?
Helped by Geico's fast and friendly claim service. Huh.
Oh yeah, baby. Geico's as fast and friendly as it gets.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Everything I did was to protect my legacy. They're coming for us. Wait till we show them how dark hell can get.
To the Empire! We built this family, and this family's strong.
Just don't have to get ugly.
It might.
And the streets say, and the people say, and we all say.
Today's game is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
A reminder, America's Game of the Week is coming up next on Fox. Giants-Cowboy. That's a way to start with an NFC East battle. Dak Prescott quarterbacking the Cowboys with the injury to Tony Romo. And, of course, some of you see Indy and the Lions. The Jags will a little squib kick here. It's curious because they've kicked it out of the end zone almost every single time. This is Ty Montgomery coming to a shot, and they're going for field position, and they get it. So it works, as Montgomery stopped at the 18 rather than at the 25. So the Jaguars had a nice drive going, but a big delay of game. They do get a field goal and they're down 4, but Bortles not happy.
Go further. Go faster. Go one better. The Jaguar F-Type. For great offers, visit your local Jaguar retailer today.
Americans don't celebrate the good enough canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced. With 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities coast to coast. So don't settle for an unlimited plan with limits. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs of limitless data with 4 lines for only $160. Welcome to the Next Gen Network.
My girl Cindy bought this fridge from Lowe's because of their worry-free 30-day satisfaction guarantee on appliances. That's what I'm talking about, Cindy. I like your style.
Now get up to 35% off appliances $396 or more at Lowe's.
Atlanta. All new Tuesday on FX.
Hey, Murdo. Be safe out there.
Always. I got you a new partner. His name's Martin Riggs.
Promise me one thing. At the end of every shift, make sure he comes home to me.
Yes, ma'am.
Lethal Weapon premieres September 21st on Fox.
There's Aaron Rodgers. He's had a good day. Money time now. 5:05 to play. Packers up 27-23. Jaguars have no timeouts. So they need to stop, and they need it soon if they want to have a chance in this game. But first, it's Rodgers' turn. Pressure, runs away. He's got room to run, and he's going to take it. Rodgers sliding down around the 26, and he stays inbounds. So the clock continues to run. Smart.
He has killed them with his legs all game, and that isn't the first time we've seen it. We've seen him run, extend plays, and then sometimes the coverage stays back, and okay, I'll take the touchdown. If it's not there right away, he holds on to the ball. He extends, his receivers uncover, and then they try to blitz, and Jalen Ramsey has a hold of him, but he says, I'm Aaron Rodgers, and throws it downfield for a touchdown. His ability, but Kevin, the other thing, every one of those times that he extends the play, it's like a body blow, and those take their toll. This defensive line is gassed. That's why I think they have to bring extra pressure.
They weighed it down to the last second on the clock, but Lacy goes backwards, so a big play by Telvin Smith, the linebacker, and now it's not an easy third down. 3rd and 4. And again, with no timeouts, it's just huge here for Jacksonville.
And here's Telvin Smith. He's going to try a little toss. He goes and runs through Jordy Nelson and takes down Eddie Lacy in the backfield. They've talked about being more aggressive on defense. Now's a good time to start.
Play clock at 1, and Rodgers has to call a timeout. Did he get the timeout is the question. Yes, he did. So Packers' first timeout. And they'll talk it over on 3rd and 4 with 3:24 to go here. Well, for Jacksonville, they haven't gotten pressure all day on Rodgers. I mean, do you have to send the house here?
Well, right before there, they were lining up playing zone. Now, I've been there before. Kurt Warner 1999 NFC Championship game. We showed blitz. We came out of the timeout with the same call. He saw it. He burned us. If I'm Jacksonville, I'm changing it up. I'm bringing pressure. Aaron Rodgers is too good. You play zone coverage, he's going to pick you apart. He's either going to run for it or find a receiver. I think you've got to be aggressive and come after him.
This could be the play of the game for Jacksonville. No timeouts remaining for them. 3:28 left. It's a 3rd and 4 for Green Bay as it gets loud.
A lot of bodies up. Another timeout.
You can't call a timeout. You can't call back-to-back timeouts. Can't do. Wow, that was strange that they couldn't get the play in there.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
You can't call timeouts back-to-back without running a play.
Now this puts you in a much more advantageous situation if you're Jacksonville. Nonetheless, I would still stay aggressive. This is the down of this game.
To be a play caller. 3rd down and 9 for Green Bay with a 4-point lead.
Jordy Nelson up top.
Pressure coming. Rodgers gets it off shorts, and it's incomplete. He was going that way, but Prince Amukamara was there. The throw was a little short, and the Jaguars defense holds.
Mike McCarthy was livid because he felt like there was contact. They did bring the pressure. Here comes Leslie. That affects the throw, makes Aaron Rodgers throw it a little sooner. And let's see the contact. Mike McCarthy did not like the call. He's grabbing that left arm. But you know what? That's football. Great play by Amukamara.
Here's the new punter, Jacob Shum. And it's not a good punt at all. Not at all. We'd like to welcome those of you who just joined us. It's been fun today here in Jacksonville. We've got a flag on that punt. Along with John Lynch and Pam Oliver, I'm Kevin Burkhardt. 27-23 Packers with the Jags set to get the ball back, but they've got no timeouts left. But clearly here after this punt, we'll see what the penalty is. They could have great field position. And 3:17 to play.
Holding number 20 of the return team during the kick. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Oh, that'll hurt. It's on Jalen Ramsey. And that'll move him back. So here's what we have today. It's been high flying. There's been some big plays, a lot of action. Yeldon got it going with a hard run. Got the Jags in this game after the Packers took the lead, but then we saw Jordy Nelson in his return. A beautiful throw to Julius Thomas for the Jags as we went back and forth. Lead changes. How about this before the half? Rodgers getting drilled and throws a perfect seed to Davante Adams. That's the type of fun we've had here in Jacksonville today. And John, we talked about the Jaguars at the beginning of the broadcast. Expectations. They're on the line against one of the league's best. And so here you go, Blake Bortles with 3:17 to go and no timeouts. Back to throw. Back foot complete. Mercedes Lewis. Tight end. 1st down.
Kevin, you just talked about it. I've been in this situation as a member of the Buccaneers when there's a lot of talent. And now it's time. They just remain expectations unless you start winning games like this. Here's a perfect opportunity against an iconic and successful organization in the Green Bay Packers. With Bortles, this offense, they've got the pieces. Now you got to put the pieces to work and go win a football game.
Can they deliver? Run it. Yeldon gets smacked at the line of scrimmage. Sam Shields, who's played a great game today, made the hit, and he stays down for a moment. That was a hard collision.
Watch the contact. Shields coming in there, and he takes the brunt of that. Not only Yeldon's weight, but Guyon, his own teammates' weight coming down. He's going to have to come off for a play, and that's big because he's been their best cover guy all day long.
Sure has. Like to welcome those of you who just watched the Vikings beat the Titans here in our game. Packers 27, Jags 23, 2:32 to go. Jaguars football, no timeouts left.
Quentin Rollins in for Shields. He's been benched earlier today because he got beat inside. Let's see if they go after him outside.
Packers blitz. Picked up. Bortles going deep. Looking for Robinson. One-hander. Can't come down with it. Demarius Randall was there with him.
Great job picking up the blitz. Good pocket. Bortles says, I know I've got a corner who just came in up top, but I'm going to my best option, who he thinks is Allen Robinson. And Demarius Randall holds up in coverage.
And a 3rd down and 10. Obviously, it's 4-down territory. We get a timeout for the Packers, their second. So a big 3rd down coming up. So big picture, John, Packers have made the playoffs 7 straight years. We know they're good. Jaguars are just trying to get a sniff of that. They've lost 11 games, 5 straight years. And so here we are. It's all on the line for them.
And look at it. It's game 1 of the season. So there's no must wins, of course. But to take it from talent and expectations to reality of this team's here and ready to contend. And it's time. Well, you win a game like this that can really propel you. So it's a very important game for Jacksonville. They've impressed me already, as have the Green Bay Packers. Well-played football game
really
for the first game of the year.
Yeah, really has been. Robinson on the sideline, so that's huge news. He's their number 1. He's been targeted 13 times, and he's been big of late. Don't know why he's out. Maybe getting a breather. Maybe he's cramping. Who knows? But it's 3rd and 10 with 2:08 to play. Bortles steps up, throws near side. That's a good grab, but not a first. Yeldon picked it up. That'll take us down to the 2-minute warning, and when we come back, game's on the line. It'll be a 4th down and 4 for Jacksonville. In this heat in Jacksonville, the Packers and Jaguars going at it all day long. Can Green Bay hold on? We'll find out.
So, can I see you again?
I'm free on Black Forest Ham Day.
There's a Subway 350 sub of the day to help you remember life's important days.
We got married in June.
On Tuna Day.
Every day a different 350 6-inch sub. Every day of the week. Every sub contains no artificial flavors. At just $3.50, it's a great sub at a great price.
Her name is Terry.
She was born on Sweet
Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day.
The 350 sub of the day. Every day of the week at Subway.
There's just a mass amount of data in this business. Trey Brown, Director of College Scouting. You know, you got to have a powerful laptop. We're trying to find the prospects that are going to make us better. You look at the athleticism, the speed, the explosiveness. The Surface Pro allows us to be everywhere. We're on the field, in the classroom. It's fast, it's powerful. I can write right on the screen. I couldn't do that on a Mac. At the end of the day, we're trying to find the players that are going to give us the opportunity to win championships.
Levi's, for every original.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Subway Restaurants.
This is the game, 4th and 4 for the Jaguars. And Allen Robinson's caught 3 balls on 4th down. He's in the slot, top of your screen. Bortles, pressure, steps away. He can run if he wants. Flag coming, though. He's got the first, but hang on. Flag well behind the line, and that could come back.
Holding. Number 76, offense. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's on Luke Jokel.
Jokel is right here at the left guard position. Let's see. Wow, they called it. Right here as he's escaping. Just a little tug. Yeah.
There's been a few of those today on both sides.
Yeah.
Well, now it becomes incrementally harder. 4th and 14. Game on the line. Bortles has time, throwing over the middle. Intercepted. Clinton-Dix. There's a flag from the secondary. Clinton-Dix slides down in Jaguars territory, but let's see what this flag is now. And that might be on the Packers.
He's got hold as the initial call from the back judge. We'll see if it's holding on defense.
Prior to the pack, holding. Number 42 defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Oh my goodness. What a sequence.
Morgan Burnett is right here. And they're going to send Julius Thomas down the middle. And when he goes inside, that's why there was no receiver in sight, because Morgan Burnett right here on Thomas. Watch him tug him as Julius Thomas tries to cross his face. There's the grab. He restricts him, and Julius Thomas does a nice job of selling it.
So the automatic first down with 1:43 to go. Jaguars need a touchdown to win it. They've got no timeouts. The fake. Bortles. This gets it to Yeldon, and he gets down to the 45 as time continues to tick. That's a 6-yard gain.
There's plenty of time, though. No timeouts, but you still have 1:30.
Right.
That's an eternity in this league. So again, make sure you make the smart play. You do have to move with some speed, but don't panic. You got plenty of time if you're Jacksonville.
Second down. Bortles steps up, lost one, complete. Robinson dropped it. Ball is loose. Who's got it? He got it back. Oh my goodness. How did he get it back?
I have no idea. You see him catch it behind Burnett, and here comes Clinton-Dix to make the big hit. Ball's out. Wow, I thought Joe Thomas had it, but look who came down with it.
And they're going to run a play, a fake. Bortles going end zone. Robinson! Incomplete. Quinton Rollins on the coverage.
Tell you what, week 1, could you ask for anything better? I mean, this has been a well-played football game. A lot of big calls in it. A lot of great one-on-one, mano-a-mano competition like that. Great efforts from both quarterbacks. That's just good competition. Week 1 in the NFL season.
What a finish. 47 seconds left. No timeouts. Second down. Robinson is out on this play. Packers blitz. Bortles back foot throws over the middle, and it's caught by Green. He's going to be a little shy of a first down. Clock under 40 seconds, so the Jags have to hurry. Be a 3rd and 1. Robinson still out. 3rd and 1. Bortles fake the run over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Rashad Green, and now Robinson coming back in, and another 4th down with 23 seconds to go.
Kevin, not having the timeout is so huge, because there he doesn't want to clock it, because then it's 4th down.
Right.
So instead they try to get the first down, but Robinson, like you said, not out there. And Micah Hyde in tight coverage.
4th down and 1. And we get a timeout on the field. Green Bay. So 23 seconds left, and on 4th downs today, the Jaguars have converted every one of them. And Allen Robinson has been the guy on 3 of them. And then the last time they had a penalty on the defensive hold, which gave the Jags the first down. Couldn't ask for anything more in this week 1.
I think a nice timeout there by Mike McCarthy. Number 1, give his defense a little bit of a rest. Number 2, that's like an NBA timeout. Let's see the set they're in, then let's respond accordingly. They saw the offensive set of the Jaguars. They were showing pressure where the Green Bay Packers last time, and again, everybody up near the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to pressure.
Robinson, top of your screen. 4th and 1. Bortles going to sling it out. The catch. Hearns is not going to get there. Randall was there first, and the Packers swarmed, and Green Bay will win it.
You can see what Bortles is thinking. All-out pressure, you get the bubble to Hearns and let him run. But Green Bay's defensive backs did just an exemplary job of tackling in space and getting multiple hats to the ball. Great team defense, tremendous game on the first week of the season. Watch Hearns, he's going to run the little bubble. You got everybody up here in pressure. Now it's just about going and making the play, but Demarius Randall comes up, and then look at the hats to the ball. Tremendous team defense by the Packers.
What a finish. With 16 seconds left, the Packers D responds, and they will hold on for a win here in Jacksonville from Mike McCarthy and company. Wow, what a game, John.
And look, Kev, there's no moral victories. Great win for the Packers. Jacksonville's going to be a good football team this year. I really believe that.
Jacksonville certainly played well against one of the league's elite, but the Packers defense makes a play in the end. And a 27-23 win for Green Bay, a thriller in Jacksonville. Pam Oliver and John Lynch and our entire NFL on Fox crew. I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Plenty more to do. The State Farm postgame. Kurt Menefee and the guys in Houston. We go there now.
Welcome to the State Farm Game Break Show.
All right, back here live in Houston, getting you set for America's Game of the Week. Up the road in Dallas, Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Fans are booing here, but they will make their NFL debuts in America's Game of the Week against the Giants. Others here will see Matthew Stafford and Andrew Luck, two of the biggest name quarterbacks in the league, go head-to-head. That's all America's Game of the Week when we are done right here